Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to talk about the top 5 fragrance company. So in this video I'm going to talk about the top 5 fragrance company, a little bit as if it's the same, and I'm going to tell you the 5 best with different criteria. It's my top 5, so I'm gonna just say why it's in the top 5 for each one of them. There isn't a special criteria. I think the special criteria, it's me that decided that I'm gonna put it in that order. So let's start. Number 1, it's Versace. And Versace, why it's there, it smells good. Their fragrance smells good. They have a lot of nice piece. Even they have some that are not super good, but they are able to go in many different category and make something good out of it. I think about the Dreamer, that's really interesting with the tobacco blossom note, or Eros Flame, that is really nice the way it make its creamy orange fragrance, and there's a lot of other fragrance they make that are really nice. So it's number 5 because I think they can play in many fields and still make something nice, still make something distinctive. And usually their fragrances are not said as being the best, but they're always well regarded. Like it's oud fragrance, it's not the best oud fragrance, but it's still a nice one to start with. It's blue fragrance, a lot of people likes it. If you look at Versace Eros line, a lot of people say it's the best clubbing fragrance. Some say it's one of the best for sure. It's a good one. They make good stuff. They're just, for some reason, having trouble to break out and have the number 1 fragrance. But I would assume that it will happen kind of soon. Probably in the next 2 decades, we'll see a Versace fragrance that will become the new standpoint for fragrance, or they will, or not. But I think that will happen. Number 4, it's Lalique. And Lalique, it's really, their fragrances are nice. They're mostly gentleman fragrance, what they're doing. And I think they are overviewed a lot. Not so many people talk about Lalique, but still their products are nice. Their fragrance smells good. I'm surprised not so many people talk about them because they're cheap, they're good. Everything you want is there, and their bottle, for most of them, they still look nice because they make glass. This is their first purpose in their business, is to make stuff out of glass, like vase and whatever. So their bottle usually looks nice. Also, I say usually because some of them are a bit basic, and they're doing their own thing. This is something nice about it. They're not like trying to do like the same thing like other company. They're all okay. There's the Aventus that's super big, so we're gonna do our Aventus. There's Invictus that's super big, we're gonna do our Invictus. There's Sauvage that's super big, oh, we're gonna do our own Sauvage. They don't care about this. They make their own stuff, and everything they do is nice, classic, timeless. Maybe not all of them will be timeless, but most of the stuff they do is nice and timeless. So that's why it's number 4. Number 3, there's kind of equal, like, it's weird now to say it, but it's Davidoff and Coty. Coty is the parent company that own Davidoff. And for a lot of people, they say that Davidoff, it's kind of the premium brand of Coty, even though both of them, I don't think they're that premium, especially for the price that are both super cheap. But they had a huge impact on perfumery. If you look at Coty, the fragrance Chypre by Coty is the one that started the whole Chypre genre. So already there's not many fragrance company that can say that they created the whole family of fragrance. Also, if you look at Davidoff, they have a lot of nice fragrance. There's Cool Water that personally I don't think it's that good, but it's still nice. but it's the fragrance that really started aquatic family. So another big milestone for Davidoff. Right now, they're really overlooked what they're doing. No one say really that it's so good. It's just a classic, but they have a lot of nice stuff to offer. There's Zeno that smells nice. There's hot water that is a nice take on a soapy fragrance. They have a lot of good stuff, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them with something new eventually that will be a really huge hit again, because that's pretty much what they do. Once in a while, a huge hit, and they're really overlooked. And really, for what they made, they're really overlooked. And for the ship fragrance, sadly, you cannot find it anymore. But I would like to see this appear again. I'm pretty sure it will be a big seller right now, especially within collectors. Number two, there's also two fragrance company. I was really wondering which one I should put there, so I'm gonna put both of them, and they both have the same reasons and one that differ from each other. And the two company are Tom Ford and Just Jack. Just Jack, it's a clone of Tom Ford, so for the smell, they both have the same reason why it's there. And this one, a big reason is because I love the smell of both of them, obviously because one cloned the other one. And why I put both of them, it's because, well, Tom Ford, they make all the work behind it to make the nice fragrance. It smells more refined, it smells good, it's a better version of Just Jack, but the price is really crazy. A lot of Tom Ford are really expensive, and I don't think they're worth that much being that expensive. Some of them, they're really good and they're worth the price, but some of them are really good, but still too expensive for what it is. Just Jack, on the other hand, it's not as refined. You know, some of the ingredients they will use in Tom Ford are obviously more expensive and better quality than what they'll do in Just Jack. But Just Jack are so cheap, it doesn't make any sense. There's some fragrance that if you look at them, if you look at Black Orchid and Orchid Noir, it's just mind-blowing. The difference is small. You see it if you smell it next to each other. But I mean, for 1/10 of the price, something that's that similar doesn't make any sense to go with the expensive one. So that's why I put them together. They're both kind of the same thing. The quality is different, but the price, like quality price ratio, is pretty much the same. And number one, it's Guerlain. And Guerlain, they made a lot of big fragrance, big name through the time. They knew how to renew themselves through the years with now L'Homme Idéal and La Petite Robe Noire for women. They are making through time, they always knew how to make nice fragrance, make a nice name of themselves, and their fragrance have a good price. They smell good, and for its price, it's really good. So this is my top 5. If you don't agree with it, if you think that there's one of them that shouldn't be in the top 5 and there's something I missed out in the top 5, write it in the comment. I'll be really happy to hear from you, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and see you soon.